Hello, everybody, and welcome to Barbara's Place of Encouragement. It's me, your girl Barbara, and I'm here to give you a little encouraging word for today. But please like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification button down below if you are new, and let's spread the word for this. This is Barbara's Place of Encouragement. If you need to contact me, you can contact me via email. That is Minister Barbara and 2022 at gmail.com. Again, welcome to Barbara's Place of Encouragement. So I don't know, it's been pressing on me, it's put in my heart to talk about yes slash access granted. And what I mean by that is I remember when my apostle was preaching, and he said it in a couple of his preachings, right? But at the time, for me, I felt it didn't apply to me. But that's just how magnificent God's words is, because believe me, his word applies to you all the time. So, for example, I remember he was preaching and he was saying God was speaking to his spirit to somebody that if you put the application in, apply again. If you got denied, go back and reapply. And sometimes what that means is a delay or a denial that's just what it is, right? A denial is just a delay, or a delay is not, okay, excuse me. A delay is not necessarily a denial. It's just a hold on for one moment, right? Let's just wait a minute. And I want to share with you today, if there's somebody that's going through that, right? You applied for a job, you applied for a house, or you put in an application for whatever, and it got quote unquote denied. That's okay. Because I'm here to tell you, go back and reapply. Because at that point, that denial will turn into a yes. And that yes will get you access granted to whatever it is that you're seeking. How can I say that? Because I've been through that recently. And it's so crazy when going through something, it brings back the word that you heard months and months ago, or you thought that word didn't apply to you. And I was going through my notes, and I'm sure there's more, but I happened to find one from, it's crazy, this time last year, 2 years ago, December 13th, 2020, when my apostle was speaking about the delay is not a denial. I'm looking at my notes right here on my phone. It is crazy. He said the delay is not a denial when you are in transition. So therefore, the transition that you're in right now, my Lord, that delay, that's all it is. That's all it is. It's a delay for the process, for the transition that you got to go through. And I'm here to share that because I went through something like that a couple of months ago. I'm going to share that whole testimony with you who don't know about it. Those that know me know what I went through. But it was something where I had to go through, where my family went through an experience where we had to move within an emergency. But in the process of that moving, my daughters lived where we lived, and I was like, well, I'm not leaving my daughters here because, we all had our separate apartments, but we was in the same community. And I said, if I have to move, my daughters have to move too. So we found this place to go and everything. And would you know it, that they both got accepted in my application. Well, my first one daughter got accepted, and then the other one was in the process of being accepted, but I got denied. And I'm like, how is that when truthfully my situation was the emergency? They were moving, oh, I'm sorry, if you hear the clacking, let me take this, there we go. I had them moving because I didn't want to leave them behind. But now I'm just like, no, how is that possible? What's going on here? How did I get denied? I done spent this application money, and I was just like, Lord, but then I thought about a year ago, 2 years ago, months ago, when my apostle always, when he was speaking, and he was just like, I don't know who this is for. But see, at that time, I didn't put in no applications. At that time, I wasn't looking for a place. I wasn't looking for a job because, so I thought I was good where I was at, not knowing that time leading up, that I would be the one who would be in a situation that I would have to put in another application. And I sat and I was just like, But in the process of the denial, I reached out and the no, right? They told me, no, you're not approved. I reached out and I said, well, what is it? And she says, well, this department, they're not accepting you. So I said, well, she told me the reasons. And I was like, okay, if I, dot my I's and cross my T's. She said, well, I don't know. When they say no, it's no. I was like, oh, man. Okay. But it's funny because I kept getting notifications in my email. We like you. We would want you to be a part of this community. And I'm saying, well, you know how sometimes once you get on a mailing list or something, they just send you like automated emails. So I figured that's just what it was, just like an automated. It wasn't from no one in particular, because I even called back again and said, well, hey, if they've already told me no, why do I keep getting, and that's what she said it was. It was just like an automatic generated type of thing. So if anybody inquires, for some reason, they just keep sending that. But in my spirit, it said reapply. Just put a brand new application. And I was like, okay. So now I'm telling my daughter, it's like, oh, well, you already wasted, application money. I was like, well, it was $50, right? $50 is, compared to when you hear the testimony, what I was losing, the $50 at this point wasn't really a make or break, nothing that was going to put a dent. And something just said reapply. And I think I sat on it for a day or two, but it was just heavy in me like, okay, Barbara, just go ahead. And that's what I did. I went in, I redid the application from scratch. Like I was first time it, paid the $50 again, resubmitted all my pay stubs, my documents. Yes, that no turned into a yes. I'm sitting in my new place, okay? And I've been here for about 3 months now. So when I tell you a delay doesn't necessarily mean a denial, I don't know. And you know what was so funny was because the initial place I had looked at, for some reason, that didn't, it was something going on with that place. And then in the meantime, in between time, the other places, the other homes that was available, it wasn't suitable. But this one here I saw online, and I said, well, when I came out here, I said, well, I was interested in this particular one. And she says, well, that one is not ready. I don't know how long it's going to be. Now, keep in mind, this was a Saturday, okay? I don't know. Now, I got approved to move in the community, but I still don't have a place to stay. And I was like, oh, but I knew my time was up at the other place because I had to get out, right? And I was like, well, how long is it going to take? She said, well, I can show you this one. And the ones that she was showing me was just not suitable. So I said, okay, I need to, this one where I'm living in now, right? And so she says, well, let me call the maintenance. Now, again, this was Saturday. And she called the maintenance and she says, I'm in front of house number, blah, blah, blah. How long? And he says, oh, that'll be ready by Monday. Look at God. So let me tell you something. When it's something that's for you, believe me, it'll be yours. And this was the one I wanted. This was the original one that I wanted. You see what I'm saying? And that no in the beginning turned into yes, access granted. So please, at the time when you hear a word, you may think that it's not for you, but baby, that word will come back around and be just the word that you need at that time. And when my apostle said go and reapply, I was sitting there like, well, I didn't apply for nothing. I'm not looking for nothing. So that's not for me. That word came back around. It was right on time just for me. So I encourage anybody that's out here that know that they put in some applications. Those applications was rejected. Those applications weren't approved, or those applications was denied. But honey, that's just a delay, just for the moment, because you have a transition to go through. But I encourage you to reapply. Stand on the faith that you have in God, that he's going to work that situation out, that he's going to turn that denial to a yes, access granted, because he's going to grant your every need according to his word, okay? So again, this is Barbara. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit that post notification down below so you can be notified when I'm bringing up new content. Please remember, my email address is ministerbarbaraann2022@gmail.com. Make sure you follow my son, Lee Cruz. Like I told you, he's on here daily between 10 and 11 p.m. praying. If you have some prayer requests, send us prayer requests. Also, he started his Vlogmas. I'm a couple of days late. He started his Vlogmas on December 1st, and he does it every year from December 1st to December 25th. And if you watch his Vlogmas, you're going to see your girl in there because he makes sure he put me in there, okay? So again, I thank you so much. Please stay encouraged. Go reapply. Stand on your word. Stand on your faith. Trust in God for everything. Because like I told you, that word came from 2020. Now, there was some before, but when I searched my notes, this was the first one that popped up. So I guess this was the one that I needed to share. The delay is not a denial when you are in transition. I'm so sorry, okay? Lord, I thank you for me today I pray that I'm able to encourage somebody on today. I hope that this helps someone as it has helped me. God, I just hope that you begin to just continue to touch, God. Bring your people together, Lord God. Let us continue to love one another and building each other up and strengthening each other. You guys know what I always say. Turn that frown upside down. Stand on God. Stand on his word. Trust and believe. He's not ever going to leave us or forsake us. We are not alone. This is the season. Jesus is the reason for this season. God bless you, and I thank you. And again, watch that no turn into a yes, and that denial turn into access granted. Thank you. Be blessed. Be encouraged. Please like, comment, subscribe. I said it a few times. I'm going to say it again. Hit the post notification button down below. I love you. God bless you. And I'll see you on my next one. Bye-bye.